if you want to do yoga every day and you're finding it just a little bit difficult to get started, then this is for you. So why do yoga every day? Well, the reason you're probably looking to make yoga a daily habit is because you felt the benefits and you would like to have that every day, to have that release, the workout, the exercise, the calming of the mind, whatever yoga may do for you. And sometimes life happens, and sometimes it's hard to do yoga every day, to take that time out when there's a million other things going on that are calling for your attention. So one of the first things in the Yoga Sutras that Sage Patanjali says is that yoga is a discipline or a self-discipline. So discipline is an important part of yoga, and discipline means consistency. It means showing up every day. But at the same time, yoga in its essence is also the coming together of opposites. So you have discipline. I should do yoga every day, for example. And you have flexibility. I'll do yoga when it feels good. I'll do it, when I feel like. To have a sustainable practice, in my experience, works best when these two forces come together. So when you have the discipline and the flexibility, they come together. And that is yoga in a way. So what does that mean? It means that your practice can look different on different days, that you can take into account what is happening in your life, how much time you have, what you're feeling like, all these different factors, all these different things that change on a day-to-day basis. And you can take all of that into account and still have a yoga practice. Maybe on one day it's just 5 minutes in the morning. Maybe on another day it's an hour when you have more time. Maybe it's 30 minutes. Maybe it's 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. So there's these different ways, the different permutations and combinations that you can adopt. A yoga practice doesn't have to be something fixed and rigid. The best, most sustainable, I would say, yoga practices happen when you factor yourself into your practice. In a sense, you see what is happening around you, you take into account the circumstances of your own life, and you build a practice based on that. So how do we build a daily yoga practice? Well, I think these 3 points will help you, and they've certainly helped me, and I'm going to share them with you right now. These 3 questions you can ask yourself to create a sustainable yoga practice and to create something that you look forward to every day and that works for you, basically. So the first point is to know yourself, know your body, know your mind, know what's going on in your life, be aware. So on an extremely busy day, maybe you don't want to put in an hour of yoga and then maybe you're not able to get to it and you feel bad after that. Maybe you're tired, your body's aching, and you do something that's really intense, really fast, pushing yourself. Maybe it's not required. Maybe on that day you can take it easy. Maybe there's another day when you feel lethargic, but you only have 5 to 10 minutes to do yoga. Then maybe something active, something that like snaps you out of that inertia is what's in order. So to know yourself, to start your yoga practice every day with a sense of awareness, a sense of intention, and to direct it consciously. So it doesn't have to be the same every day. It can adapt with your needs. The second question you can ask yourself is, how do I get maximum impact from the time that I can put in? So whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's an hour, whether it's, just a quick 2 to 3 minutes in the middle of your day during your lunch break, how can you design the time that you have to create maximum impact? It's not necessarily about the amount of time that you spend on your practice. It's also about how you spend that time. So, sometimes 5 minutes can be extremely effective when it hits the spot, right? When it answers to exactly what you need at that time. So after question one, where am I right now? How am I feeling? What do I require? Question two, how do I get maximum impact from the time that I do have, from the time and energy? So these are the two resources that you're putting into your practice, right? Your time and energy. So when you factor that in, how can you get the maximum impact for the investment you're putting in a sense? And the third thing I would suggest is not necessarily a question, it's more a matter of perspective. And it's to look at your yoga practice in the long term. So a commitment looks different if you think about it in terms of weeks and months, and if you think about it in terms of years and decades and even a lifetime, right? So yoga, the practice of yoga is a habit or a gift. I like to call it a gift. So it's a habit or gift that we give ourselves, and it's something that ideally is for your whole lifetime. So that's decades, 50, 60, let's say 100 years. You want to be doing yoga for the next 100 years. So let's say you're 100 years old and you've been doing yoga for, I don't know, 70, 80 years of your life. So what you're going to look at is not necessarily the days that you missed, all the days that you couldn't keep up, all the days you wanted to challenge yourself, but you didn't, the days that you wanted to practice for an hour, but only got 10 minutes. No, at that point, what you're going to think about is, wow, I did all of that and it's helped me so much. My body feels great. My mind is in good shape. You see the overall benefit. The specifics of each day don't matter as much. So don't worry if you're not able to do yoga every single day for an hour or whatever. It's okay. Do as much as you can. Try to be consistent. Try to do something a little bit every day, whatever it may be. The times when you're able to do more, do more. When the times you're able to devote less time to your yoga practice, make it effective. Make it work for you. Make it work with your goals, with your needs. That's how you create a yoga practice that you keep coming back to, a yoga practice that lasts, a yoga practice that's sustainable, that's nourishing. And I think it's the greatest gift that you could give yourself. I keep saying this, my students know that. And it's a gift I would like to share with you. So if you are interested in doing yoga with me, I would invite you to my online on demand membership, the Healing Yoga Circle, where we explore many different things, and there's a whole method to creating a flexible yoga practice that works for you to get the fundamentals right. So then you can learn that and create something that really works for you, because I think the true benefit of yoga happens when you really make it your own. That's what I try to teach in my classes, and that's what we're going to be talking about more here. So if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Bye.